What's up, guys? It's been a while since I've done an actual real video, and yeah, it's gonna be on shaky cam. But well, a lot of these videos usually when I do them, they're about history. They're a comic book haul where I show a bunch of books, or just all sorts of things where I show off covers or talk about comic book history and things like that. But the one thing about this hobby you got to remember is sometimes you can just sit down, slow down, and just kind of enjoy one comic. And sometimes these artists will make it fun. This one in particular, this is the Spectre Annual #1 from 1988. Art Adams cover. This was a big deal back in the day because Art Adams was the X-Men guy back in the day. He worked at Marvel. He did long shot X-Men annuals, New Mutant specials, maybe a cover here and there. And so to see him do something at DC was kind of exciting back then. I think he did an action annual that John Byrne wrote that looked like he just went through that book. Looks like he got it done really quick. And then we had a series of covers come out for him. So what am I talking about slowing down? Well, I know you sit there and on a rainy Sunday or something, and you're just looking at the cover, and you're just amazed at it sometimes, as a kid. And you go at your own pace. And then all of a sudden, I remember looking at this cover back in the day. I don't think this is the very one I had. I was just amazed at all the people he put in there. And they got kind of, just kind of enjoying it and everything. And then something stuck out if you knew Art Adams back in the day. Right there. I was like, that's Long Shot. And then immediately my eye went to, that's Spock. And I started, we didn't have the word back then, but he filled this crowd full of Easter eggs. Right there beside of him, that's Doctor Strange, creature from the Black Lagoon. And then, of course, being a fan of Art Adams stuff and the X-Men, you come down here and you're like, oh my God, there's Storm. Who else is here? There's Karma, Magma. We got some New Mutants in here. Who else do we have here? I'm looking at this through the phone, so I know I'm going to miss something. Could that be Wolverine? Seems like he'd make Wolverine stand out a little bit more. Oh no, here's Wolverine. Definitely Wolverine in there. So he's hid some X-Men, and he's hid some New Mutants in here and things. So let's see who else we can find here as we go through this. Make sure we're not missing anybody. And this is one of those things that I'm sure if you started getting the idea that the Angel and the Ape, I think that's who that is. Not Angel and the Ape, but Java from Metamorpho. And whoever Metamorpho's girlfriend is right here. Angel and the Ape. How funny. So let's see if we see anybody else in here. But I'm pretty sure that one's a very obscure reference, but that's who I think it is. That's nice. He's a Metamorpho fan, maybe. Abel. We have Abel from Cain and Abel, one of my favorite characters. I love Cain and Abel, my favorite horror host. And what is this? What do we have here? Well, there's Reed Richards and probably Susan Storm, because I think they, with the baby, I don't know. That looks like Wyatt Wingfoot from a backing character. She ended up dating She-Hulk when she was in Fantastic Four. The Thing covered up in disguise. No mistaking that guy. That is Hercules. That's very cool. What do we have here? That's Plastic Man. And, Sam and Max, some very obscure indie characters. Apparently he was a fan. So I wonder if that's everybody that's in this. So we saw the X-Men, Doctor Strange, Fantastic Four, Sam and Max, Creature from the Black Lagoon, Spock, some other characters. And I don't know, maybe there's some hidden ones in there. It's been a long time, but there's no mistaking some of these. That's pretty cool. Huh. All right, so, that's what I was just saying. Sometimes you just got to slow down and enjoy your books and look for things like that are hidden in your comics. They're just kind of cool. Back in the day, this was just new and fresh and just something really cool. You saw, there's Xavier. I missed Xavier. Yeah, and that's what I mean. But I could go through this and probably my mind would probably start pulling tricks on me thinking that some people are who they are not. So guys, slow down a little bit, look at your comic books and see if you can find some Easter eggs and stuff. I may do a few more videos like this as I run across them. I know that I just read a Joe Kubert story where they hid Rorschach in it, which was kind of cool. So maybe I'll show some of those. All right, thanks guys.